Hi, and welcome to the last leg of the Alaskan bus trip. So, for the last leg, as we can see here, we're going to Kulik Lake Airport, and I'm just gonna try to read it. At the lakeshore, turn east, blah 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 blah. When we reach the coast up here, uh, there's a strip of land separating some lake from the neighboring Kulik Lake. So there should be two lakes up here, and a bit of land in the middle here, and that will be our destination. And it will be a part of the Katmai National Park and Reserve. And I think that is about this area here, the national park. So it should be quite interesting going up there. First a bit of flatland, wetland, whatever we call it, that we have had so far, but then it gets a little more hilly and maybe some small mountains at the end here as we are coming in to the national park. So excited to see that. Let's hide this here. Save, close, whatever. But first, we have to find our way back to the runway. It should be out here. I did go into the taxi area in the last video instead of just going to the end of the runway. Looks like nobody's here. And off we go. We actually have a plane at the end of the runway. Luckily we didn't collide, but remember we had that earlier when in VR in the virtual reality headset here we cannot see other planes, or at least we cannot see the usernames of other players. So we will actually have to spot the planes, which can be quite difficult. So if we had been playing on a regular screen, we would probably have seen his username, so we knew that he was there before we took off. So even though we have great graphics nowadays and in the VR headset here, it's still not possible to look at the end of the runway. Or at least I didn't see him. But we got airborne, no problems. trying to figure out the whole plane reset thing once again. I've switched the fuel tank already. So our left tank is still a little over 15 where we left it. And we can see we have started using some in the right tank. So the system does work. So that's nice. Let's try to get a nice and steady cruise for our last leg here. It shouldn't be more than 30 minutes, so we are really coming to an end of the whole Alaskan bus trip. Already start to see the mountains in the distance there. And that would only be these that we are going southbound. I hope to see some bigger mountains as we go more. I was gonna say inland, but yeah, well, okay, we are going in the middle of everything. I don't know. I think it could be quite interesting going in there. Looks like we are at a steady slow cruise speed at the moment. Trying to enjoy our last leg a little bit more. Looks like we are climbing a little bit. That was not the intention. So let's try and trim it a little bit down. I don't think we need that much that much altitude to get over. Is it a mountain or is it just a big hill? I don't know. But I think we will be fine here at around 3,000. And I even missed a turn. But we should go past it, so I think we are gonna turn again. Right, yeah, it was just this small turn. We had to get a view of this island apparently. Doesn't look like anything is happening out of the island. It just this could look a little bit like a man-made dam or something with a road on it. So I thought there might have been a road going out to the island, but I second thought I don't think so. Did I miss the turn here, or was it quite a sharp turn? Because we went a little bit off the track there. Well, now we're heading directly at the terrain, so what exactly is going to happen here? Are we going around, or are we going over them? It looks like we are gonna go Sometimes I wish we could see the actual waypoints on this map instead of this approximate line here. Well, just a thought. We have made it. We have made it this far, so guess it works fine enough. Degrees Celsius. So the temperature has dropped for the first time, I think. Oh, so the cabin heat was already on. Not that it makes any difference. See, we got a lot of small waypoints around the hills here. The view over here of the river going through the mountains. But I don't think it's where we're gonna go. We are gonna go a bit north, right? Yes, and then we should get something a little similar. With me here. I was just wondering if it was actually possible to turn on the topography on this map, like the black lines we have here. This line. Is it possible to turn this on our map here? Just being curious and having something to do while we while we fly here. Because we got the menu, but then we have only got map and the flight plan and procedures. Some communication, but doesn't look like we have any settings for the map. We've got nearest and direct, but it's not that. Oh. Communication standby. Oh no. Oh, I might have hit. Oh, I hit that one. Okay. Cancel. Now we have to do our turn. Map. Okay, so we can click here or we can click the physical button. Okay. I think this is just the range. Yeah. Oh, this switches between map procedure and okay. Flight plan. Can we push this? No. No settings for the map. Too bad. Follow that. Guess we are gonna follow the small river here. Probably up to the end before we turn east again. I'm just gonna lose a little bit of altitude, even though I thought I have trimmed in several times. We keep gaining just a little bit of altitude at a time. So this time I just tried doing it by adjusting the props. We have the props to our left here. I'm using my controller though, but still. Just notice it looks like we have some proper forest below us, and not just this brownish, greenish wetland we have been flying over for ages now. But some proper forest down to our right here. Didn't take much to start to climb again. But it seems a lot smoother adjusting the props rather than adjusting the throttle all the time. Looks like we have got another small river here. Maybe we should follow that to the big lake here. A little bit hazy, but I think it's a nice view we have over there. Gonna be great when we get a little bit closer. And now we just have to figure out how far in we are gonna go. Do see a little landmass here, but don't know if that's far enough. Does look like we're entering an airspace. Could it be this little small piece of land there? If we look at the airfield, I actually think so. It just looks a little bit bigger here, but this map is really missing a sense of scale. There should have been a ruler or something so we can see what the scale was. Like we have here, we can see it's 20-mile radius at the moment. I think we have gotten lost a couple of times on that region alone, actually. But it's a beautiful way to end the Alaskan bus trip. And even though this is the official last leg, I don't know what I'm gonna do next, where we are gonna fly, but I am thinking about maybe doing the rest of the way up to Anchorage. I think it will be about the same length that the whole trip has been so far, but maybe just do it in a few legs. Get some big trips. I don't know if you have any opinion about that, or any other ideas elsewhere we can go. But I guess we will have to figure that out in the near future. See if we can find anywhere interesting. We can already see the runway here down to our left. So maybe we should just get all the power possible available and make ready for our approach. But what a way to end this trip. Heading directly into an alley here. Now we can really see the trees and the forest down here. Doesn't look like the biggest runway. Maybe we should just go full flaps and as slow as possible. Right between all the trees. What is that little hut there? Right next to the runway. Maybe we should actually do a touchdown here. That was hard to spot. The windsocket there. Right inside the tree. So yeah, once again, thank you for tagging along the Alaskan bush trip. It was the official end, at least. Maybe I will continue north on my own. Or maybe I will find somewhere else to go. I don't really know at the moment. We'll have to see what I come up with. But until then, thank you for tagging along, and if you like the videos, remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, have a good one.